Some interesting research has come out that says it's just 240 minutes per day that separates the rich from everybody else. We're going to talk about that coming up. So stay tuned. Hey, I'm Talent, and this is His and Her Money, where we make it our business to help you take dominion over your money and your life. This video is being brought to you by Legal & General America. Legal & General America is the leader in low-cost term life insurance.
For nearly 70 years, Legal & General America has been providing financial protection to over 1.3 million families and businesses.
LGA makes understanding and applying for life insurance easy.
You can get a free quote by simply going to hisandhermoney.com/LGA.
Well, you've heard it before. The gurus out there, they like to say, hey, everybody's got the same 24 hours. No matter who you are, no matter what you're up against, everybody's got the same 24 hours. And that's true to a certain extent. But, some people have certain life circumstances that are different depending on where you're from and what you're going through. But let's dive into a little bit of interesting research that has come out. And it says that what separates the rich from everybody else is 240 minutes. So let's break this down. In a day, you're right, there are 24 hours, which breaks down to 1,440 minutes every single day that you and I and everybody shares in common. But if you take 1,200 of those 1,440 minutes, everybody kind of is doing the same thing with those 1,200 minutes or so. That's working, that's going to and from work, that's eating, that's sleeping, that's family time, that's getting dressed. Everybody on average uses about 1,200 minutes a day on those activities, which leaves 240 minutes. And that's what this research is based on. We had a guest a while back on our His and Her Money show named Tom Corley. He's the author of the book, Rich Habits. We'll link that episode in the description box below. And he did some amazing research. He spent 3 years studying wealthy people and studying people who were not wealthy. And he discovered these 240 minutes. And the wealthy did certain activities with these 240 minutes, which equals out to 4 hours per day. And his research and his findings suggest that if we incorporate some of these activities, if not all of them, we can move up the socioeconomic ladder if we consistently do those things. So let's take a look at exactly what they do with these 240 minutes. The first thing that they do is dream setting activities. This is a little bit different than the typical goal setting. Goals are good. You should have them. You should write them down. You should be striving for something. The difference here is they're not just dreaming, but they're doing things to get them from where they are to the accomplishment of their dreams. So yeah, they might be brainstorming different ways that they could come up with a business or even an additional income stream, but it doesn't stop there. Then they go into research. How do I make this happen? Who can I partner with? What do I need to put in place? So it's not just dreaming, it's not just goal setting, but it's also active activities trying to make those dreams, trying to make those goals become a reality. They do this, work on this every single day. The next activity that the rich do with those 4 extra hours is they are deliberate about self-education. They are reading articles, reading books, taking courses. Why? Because they have some things that they're striving to get to, and they don't leave it to chance. They don't wait for somebody else to make it happen for them. Because they're in pursuit of making these things a reality, they know they have to get educated. And so they make it a daily discipline to do some type of education to help them grow in a particular area or to help them accomplish the dreams and goals that they have already set out for themselves. The next activity that they squeeze into those 240 minutes is exercise. Yes, they are insistent about staying in shape because the research also shows that when you engage in physical activity, not only are you becoming physically fit, but your mind is becoming stronger. You have clearer thoughts. You're able to be more creative because you're taking the time to take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself, you're able to go out and do things that you would not have had the energy to do otherwise. So within those same 240 minutes, they are making sure that they make time, and the research says somewhere around 30 minutes on average, to make sure that they are engaging in some type of physical activity or exercise. Before we move on to the next activity that they encounter on a daily basis, I want to shout out today's video sponsor, Legal and General America. We just talked about the importance of staying in shape and taking care of yourself, but no matter what we do, we don't know when our time is up, and we have to be prepared, yes, for ourselves in the here and now, but we also need to be thinking about our family, our legacy thereafter. Our time is up. And the best way to do that, to be a good steward of not just what's in front of you right now, but the legacy that you're trying to create later, is through term life insurance. And it's much more affordable than you may think. To prove it, you can get a totally free quote. I mean free, I mean no payment, by going to hisandhermoney.com/LGA. They're not going to harass you. Put your information in. They'll tell you how much it would be for you to get term life insurance. Do the right thing. Take care of your loved ones and get term life insurance. We'll have the link down in the description box below. The next thing that they do with those 240 minutes or 4 hours per day is they take time to maintain meaningful relationships. That's right. They are networking. They are reaching out to people just to see how they're doing. They are doing birthday calls saying, hey, happy birthday. They're aware of people having children or anniversaries in their network, and they make sure that they are plugged into the meaningful relationships in their life because it gives life. We were made for community. Now they make sure that the quality of their community is high, and they make sure that once they get this quality community, that they engage with them, that they make it a two-way relationship and not a one-sided take, gimme. They are invested in the people in their lives, and they are intentional about making sure that that happens. The last thing that you might not have thought about when it comes to the rich trying to strive to get to where they are is they make time for themselves. They make sure within those 4 hours that they have quality time for themselves, good downtime. The difference between them and a lot is they regulate it to an hour or less. And again, they put a whole lot of intentionality behind it. So they do the things that they love. They make time for themselves, but they make sure that it's not consuming their entire day, taking them away from these other activities that they want to incorporate and discipline themselves to be engaged with on a regular basis. So now, what are you gonna do? Because we have those 4 hours. Now, maybe your life is such that you can't incorporate every last one of these things into your life, but is there two of these things that you can put into action to help move the needle into a different direction for your sake, for the legacy that you want to create, for the financial increase that you've been praying and asking God for? Well, there's a part that you can play. You can take a look at this research, this data, and the findings thereof that show, man, these activities, I can do some of these. I can discipline myself in this way and add these things to my life. And maybe I can start to achieve the goals that I have for myself that have been sitting by the wayside if I become intentional, becoming more disciplined, just like them with these 240 minutes. Well, we want to hear from you in the comments below. Which one of these activities are you already doing? And which ones do you think that you will incorporate moving forward? Leave us a comment in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. Don't forget, smash the like button. If you got some value out of this video, you're fired up, you're ready to go, do us a favor, man. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and let folks know that they should be tuned into His and Her Money also. And don't forget to subscribe. That's all we got for this time, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.